Welcome back to Midnight and Midnight. It's Pinky time! Well then, I know you have a theory here, and since I ranted last week, go on ahead.
Okay, well we know that Pinky's presence was requested by the Yaks, and we also know that Yik-Slurbertfest is clearly a tradition, which means it should happen around every year or so, I guess. Well, if that's the case, then what the heck? Because the Yaks implied that this has never happened before. That means it's Pinky's fault. Yes, you could argue that it's still the Yaks' fault because they stomped very hard because Pinky was being there and making them really happy, but in that case, it's still Pinky's fault. But let's go with the fact that Pinky's stomping actually did induce an avalanche. That's not a good thing, and if the Yaks probably figured it out, it means that they might consider banning her. And considering that she's in an official position, this could be reason for war. Again. In fact, I'm surprised he didn't actually, suggest that. But, I don't know. Is the mountain really that unstable, or is it really Pinky's fault? Either way, that's just a theory. A pony theory.
Okay then. I actually kinda agree there. Though, that also means if the Yaks had one more kid, then the same thing would have happened. Pinky's solution of help without asking ended up being the right one, as some ponies are too stubborn to ask for help.
Sorry, I just feel like I'll get on someone's nerves if I ask. You're right though, her answer was a good idea, even if it took a bit of sneaky tricks. I have to agree with Pinky. If the prince's story is to be believed, he should be dead unless there was a constant supply of food and oxygen. But even then, hypothermia would have killed him much quicker. Meaning this story makes no sense at all.
I feel like this story was designed so that the rest of the village would follow him. But there must be some story to why he's so stubborn. My guess, his father.
I think the prince isn't necessarily a villain, but I do see him as a bad leader. Good leaders should ask for help in times of crisis, and also can see the needs of people, or Yaks in this case, that they rule over. Him not being able to see the other Yaks are starving, cold, and generally unhappy is a really bad sign. He's also very brash, quick to judge a situation, and very, very picky. Either he's not a good leader, a spoiled brat, or a future villain in the making.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! He is nowhere near a villain in the making. Stubborn, yes, but for all we know, this is how the Yaks have been run for years. If he was a villain in the making, then once he found out what Pinky had done, he would have been furious at her. Instead, he was happy. She respected and understood their customs, even if they were wrong. Asking for help is something we shouldn't be afraid of. Sometimes we have to let down our pride. Also, we can't force people to ask for help, so we must find other ways we can help them without hurting them.
Agreed. At least there wasn't a song this time. But this episode did have interactions with more species, which I think everyone would like to see.
Very true. It was fun to see the Yaks in a bit of a better light than just smashing things.
True enough. See you in the next...
What's wrong?
My watch stopped.
So, get a new battery.
No, you don't get it. My watch has never stopped before.
Okay. What does it mean?
Well, I think it means something bad. That's not a good sack.